to what extent do you think that the European Union is a model for how enemies become friends, and to what extent is it so completely unique that it cannot serve as a model?
I think it is a model in the sense that it serves as an example for other regions, be they in East Asia or Africa or wherever, for how to engage in experiments of political and social engineering that gradually eliminate geopolitics from the equation. Countries need to go down their own paths, but the general structure and the general sequence of steps that the European Union took, I think, does provide a very instructive model for others. I think a lot of EU specialists would disagree with what I said about commercial integration, because a lot of people would say, well, the EU is where it is today because it's a trade bloc and it's been all about economics. And I would offer a slightly different gloss on it, and that is it's been economics in the service of geopolitics. That the European coal and steel community, yes, that was an industrial grouping, but it was put together for geopolitical reasons. In fact, the French and the German coal and steel companies hated it. They wanted nothing to do with it. The Germans, because they were all cartelized, and the French, they wouldn't even give data to the government, right? And that's because this was really driven by political elites who went out there and grabbed the companies and the firms, and they said, you will do this. And then once you got them to do it, then economic integration begins to develop its own logic. And I think, for example, that there's a very important lesson there in East Asia. Japan and China need to find some way to do a little bit of what France and Germany did. If that doesn't happen, East Asia will be sort of permanently divided. So, yeah, I do think the European experience is a good one.